Challenger players, when they play League of Legends, they want to make a play, a big play, like getting a kill, winning a team fight, and then they want to base. They want to make another play, they want to base after. It's play, base, play, base, play, base, as in they want to spend the goal. Some players, of course, if you make a play and another play is like right here, really close to you, and you consider making a play, you can make one play and then another play and then base. Or something very insane situations, you make 3 plays and then you base. But the rule of thumb is one play, you have like 1k gold, 1.5k gold, recall. One play, 1k gold, 1.5k gold, recall. What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into this video we will learn how to play end carry on AD carry properly. By the end of this video you will improve your wave management, recall timings and macros significantly, so you can also use these tips no matter what your rank is. Remember that what you're seeing right now is a premium personalized coaching session. This guy booked his coaching with me when he was hard stuck in silver 2 with around 45% win rate. Right now, after around 2 weeks, he climbed instantly to gold 2 just from one coaching session. This is another person that climbed from platinum to master tier with my coaching. Here is another guy, gold to master tier, currently actually pushing for grandmaster with my coaching. Are you tired of feeling stuck in your current rank and unable to climb the ladder? Or do you find yourself struggling to convert winning games and make progress? If you're serious about improving in League of Legends and you want to get your gameplay to the next level, go ahead and book your own personalized coaching session and start instantly. I'll see you in the session. So this is why you should consider like staying right here. You should recall here even though they are low HP into the tower, only if you don't think you have a reliable way to kill them in the tower, or if you think that you have a huge amount of gold that you want to spend, which is not the case here. So you see, the recall here is not bad, but it's not good either. It's like neutral, because at the end of the day, the items that you're gonna get, okay, a pickaxe, it's not bad, but then Vayne is also gonna get pickaxe, and let's see. Yeah, she gets berserkers. You see this?
Yeah.
Like it's not really something positive. So, okay, this is a pattern, and I need to write it down. So, we have a tendency to play too safe with the waves and think that we are in danger. Plus, we are not playing around specific ideal base threshold timings. Okay, so in other words, we're playing a bit too scared relative to the what the enemy team can do, basically. Okay. And this we're gonna fix in a live coaching session after this. Maybe we can do 2 hours today, so I can help you. Oh, actually no, because you'd have to go at 3, right?
No, I can stay for longer.
Okay. That sounds good, because that would be very helpful for you. Okay, here you slow push. You keep slow pushing. This is a beautiful decision making by you. Yeah, with the biscuits, it's really like your preference. Theoretically, biscuits, like if you know you can use them, sure. But generally speaking, if you lose the laning phase, if you play against like a Nautilus, Kalista, I don't think the biscuits are really gonna help you that much. But if you think they're helpful, it's just more about preference. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing that Rico biscuits are a good thing. I wouldn't personally opt for them. Now you actually just push. This is very good. Looks like we lost a lot of minions, but this is also because we're 1 versus 2, so I wouldn't say it's a big of a deal. Liwana was mid lane, so now we just look to late wave coming to you. Good, you push. That's nice. Okay, good. So we're gonna start to talk about the first pattern that you have that is holding you back relatively hard. Okay, so after you push this wave right here, what all options / alternatives do we have right here? Considering we have 960 gold, so you don't have berserkers, like recalling right here is not a good option. What other options do you have right here?
I could try to like let them push into me, because I can't really base, so I don't, like, there's no reason to reset the wave or
true.
Hard push
So
it.
after you push these minions, and let's say like they will have 6 minions into the tower, so you'll have some extra time right here. What do you want to do with this extra time, and what are the options in terms of what you can do with this extra time?
I could get a ward in their tri-bush.
True. Or there is one more option.
I'm not sure.
So you can also look to hover your Fiddle 6 in case it's gonna fight, because maybe the Graves is gonna be there. Or you can even consider going for a roam mid lane, because as you can see, Virgo is pushing, and if you think you can kill him, which I don't personally think you can, but if you can look to do that. So here, you push this. The worst thing that you can do right here is, well, the recall is the worst thing, but the second worst thing is how can you use this time when you push the wave into the tower? What is the worst action that you can do as you're having free time?
To run around and do nothing.
Yes,
Like, would that be the worst thing?
exactly. Because you see, here you're like, okay, but you know, you can do something, anything. Word, power the fiddlesticks, look for a roam, anything, but not like look at your clicks here. You're like, okay, I wanna. Like here, this click shows me that you wanna recall. Then this click shows me that you wanna go on the river. But then this click, you see how hesitant you're. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
but you know, like this doesn't really do anything, and this is huge, because you do the same in the late game. But in the late game, if you're mid as pushing the wave and then fiddlesticks is on the river, you need to hover him, because if you don't hover him, even 3 seconds of not hovering can mean you're not there in time. So we're gonna see why this thing can hold you back a little bit. Like now, even if you walk up a little bit like this and then you turn back, it could be better than just clicking here and clicking here. As you can see, this is a pattern, and I'm gonna put it so not having a hovering style and playing very playing specifically like there is no river between both lanes. Like you basically play this kind of playstyle. I used to play this, and this is why I used to play this. Like all what AD carries see, some AD carries is this. Like you don't see the river, you just see the lane, you just look at the farm, but you don't really see what's there. So you have a very lazy, I guess I could say, playstyle. Like you're not like a challenger AD carry will hover, go back, recall, like hover, go back, ward. You as an AD carry, you basically play here. You play only here. Look at this. You play only here. Like you don't have this kind of like hovering thing. But this hovering is important, because if you hover one time and you're here and something happens on the river, you can consider moving there. But if you do this hovering playstyle, I mean, you can follow, but it will take a long time, and maybe you're not there in time. So this is why we will see why this holds you back. Let's see what's gonna happen. So far we don't have huge problems with the wave management. Beautifully baited here. Personally, I would cleanse the ignite here, but maybe you knew your limit, so no problem. Like this is fine. You proc your potion as you're fighting. You're pushing here very hard, and after you're pushing, you just want to recall. How much gold do we have here? Okay, do you have 1.6k gold? Is Vayne low enough to get a kill here? I mean, she's not healthy and you have ulti, but since you have a lot of gold in base, I agree with you. You can prioritize basing here rather than like trying to stay here and cheese Vayne, even though that could also be a play. I think just recalling here is more consistent. You also pinged one time the Janna to retreat as you're recalling, so this was very, very nice what you did here. Then you go to bot lane immediately. This is very nice. Okay, let's talk about this. So we had good wave management. Right now we did something that is not good. Okay, so let's recap. You recall, you come back in the lane. How is the wave right now?
It's good, it's pushing into.
Perfect, good. You take it from the tower. How is the wave right now?
Perfect. If I freeze it, it's perfect.
Good. What is the definition of a freeze? Like how can you?
I think, I honestly, I don't know if I even know how to do it perfectly, but the way I see it is I get them down to 3 caster minions, and then I just hold them there for as long as possible.
Okay. Good. So, okay, let me think. So this is a freeze?
And only last hitting.
This is a freeze, right?
Yeah, I think I can set it up to be a freeze.
Okay, and how do we set it up? So how many minions do we have here? Red.
Well, I have 6 and they have 7 total.
Perfect. So 6 against 7. Beautiful. So why is this a freeze?
Well, it's not a freeze yet.
And when is it going to be a freeze?
Once I kill, that 1 caster minion in front and then the 3 other minions in front.
Okay, so you're saying that you're going to kill this minion, so it's going to be 6 minions, and then you're going to kill these 3 minions, so it's going to be 3 minions that are blue and 6 minions of the red. This is a freeze, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And freeze means that the wave is going to stay in a particular state or in a particular position for a long period of time. Do you think here, with this 6 against 3 minions lead, the wave is going to sit here for a long period of time?
No, it's going to slow push.
Okay, so is this a freeze?
No, it's not a freeze.
Exactly. So let's see. How can we... But we still have 7 minions against 6. So they still have more minions.
I last hit them.
Okay.
I think if I last hit them only.
Okay, we're getting there. Good. So if you last hit the minions, since they have 7 minions of blue and we have 6 minions of red, we could say that the wave is coming into us. So we could say that the 7 minions are going to kill the 6 minions. And that is true, and it could be considered a freeze. But there is something that we're missing right now. I want you to think right now a little bit about the next incoming minion wave. That is, let's say it's going to be right here. And of course, if our wave is going to be there, their wave is also going to be right here. So I wanted you to think a little bit and see which, like the next incoming minion wave, this one right here, where is he going to meet first? On our side or on their side?
On our side.
Perfect. And I want to ask you right here, when this wave is going to come on our side, it's going to actually be like, I don't know, 6 plus 6 minions, 12 minions. It's going to be here. And this is going to be 6 minions because, of course, the enemy wave is still going to be like here. How is this wave going to be?
Well, our wave is going to be bigger, so it's going to start pushing.
Exactly. So that is not a freeze. If when the next minion wave comes, it's going to slow push into them, it's not a freeze. A freeze is going to happen when this wave is coming and we can say, I don't care, it can come because I'm freezing. And that is going to happen if the enemy team, if the enemy wave of the current wave state has minimum 4 more minions than our wave. In other words, if we have 6 minions right here and they have 10 right here, that's when we can freeze, because the 10 minions are going to kill the 6 minions, and when the next minion wave is going to meet closer to our side, it won't matter. Why? It's because the 10 minions are going to be able to keep the lane right here in time for the enemy minion wave to actually reach. Yeah. So you can say, yeah, man, I can freeze. But I'm not going to freeze, like you said, for like 10-15 seconds. I'm going to freeze for like a minute and a half. This is the difference between 7 minions in the enemy team against 6. This is not a freeze. It's just for a very short period of time, they're going to lose some minions, but then it's going to slow push into them, compared to if the enemy wave has minimum 4 more minions than our minion wave. So if we have 10 in the enemy wave and we have 6 in our wave. So what kind of wave state is this? In this kind, like right now, 7 against 6.
Well, it's going to turn into a slow push against them.
Exactly. So this is not really like a freeze. You can't refreeze it because you need more minions. Like, you don't have it right now. So question, keep slow pushing so only last it, or hard push right now? What do you think?
I think I end up hard pushing because I think I can push the wave in before they get back to lane, but I don't think it's possible given that I'm right at my tower.
Perfect. So that could be one of a good decision, but obviously we need to take care of another thing. We need to look at like when they recall. So they recall right now. Ooh, okay, they don't recall instantly. This is a mistake from them. And this is a big thing. Like, why are they going for a plate if they know that they can't get a plate? And this Vayne has 1.3k gold, and instead of just recalling without even hitting the tower, not only that she hits the tower, so this is a bronze mistake. She does even, like, this is even worse that she hits the tower and the wave was like, I can't think about the worst move right here from Vayne. And then Leona does even worse. She's trying to like low-key dive. Like, it's just, everything is wrong here from enemy team. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now, actually, okay, you are right. Now, because Vayne stayed, if you start pushing now, she just started the recall, so you might be able to actually push it in time. So this one is a unique situation. Yes, if Vayne was a human and she recalls right away after pushing, you shouldn't really push it because she would have been around this place, so you don't have to, like, you're not able to push it in time. But in this specific situation, you should be pushing really hard, because if Vayne wants to recall, she loses the wave. If Vayne wants to stay because you push the wave, well, she has 1.6k gold. So because she did not recall, so she has to recall. So this is fine. Another challenger player will tell you that it's not good to push because you're weak side, and Fiddle 6 doesn't really support you here, so you might get killed. All what you want to do on weak side is not die, but since Vayne has a huge amount of gold, and you should know that in game, you should know that she didn't recall, pushing is not bad. Let's see what you're gonna do. Good. And then she stays. Do you remember if you were aware of the fact that she did not recall here? The Vayne?
I think I thought she recalled, but then she just ended up staying. So I think I pushed because I thought she recalled, and then she just ended up not recalling.
Perfect. And now you're in a very advantageous spot because she did not recall and you did. So this is very, very good. Like, all what can happen right now, this is super good in terms of the 2v2. Just be very careful of the worst thing that can happen, which we both know who it is. So be very careful in this situation on that, because you're playing quick side. We did not get our E in time, no problem. And then you keep pushing now, even if they go and you have clans, so you can 2v3 easily. Janna also has ulti, so it should be very easy. You keep pushing here. It's very good. Graves is here. Oh, really? Okay, let's see. One auto attack, two auto attacks. Okay, you didn't want to E here? She doesn't die though, but
yeah, I know she doesn't die, so I didn't.
So that's why. Yeah, because the thing is,
Yeah.
if Graves stays here and helps her push, she can stay with this HP. But if Graves stays here and she wants to push, she has like what 40 HP.
She's one auto.
Yeah,
like
that's
one or two autos.
that's the thing. So that's why I would personally just E here. And I feel like you have a pattern here to not E because very hard to say. Because here you ulti, boom, 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 and it's the same concept if you think about it. You don't kill her, but if you chunk her like this and you force a recall, I mean that's fine. What is Vayne gonna do? Stay 1v2? Okay, sure. And then what is Viridiana gonna do? Stay with 100 HP? I mean she can, but that's bad. So this was like, as you can see, like it's 2 times when we didn't like could just get the E before the condemn. Same thing right here.
Yeah.
After. So we gotta be careful with this. This is just mechanical stuff. So this you can improve by yourself. Okay, good. And as you can see, do you see this like very fixed playstyle? You're not flexible. As in, look at Janna. She's like, okay, I push the wave. Let's go for vision. Let's try to do something. Let's try to do something without pressure. You're like, no. Let me just play on the lane. You see, you have this kind of playstyle where you're like,
Yeah.
I want to stay in the lane, man. You don't do anything. Yeah. Exactly. Because you say, okay, but Janna is like taking the pink ward, I have to hover. You're like just here. Like it's like you don't see the river. This I used to have this as well, like 6 years ago, and this holds you back a lot because you're gonna feel like you have games where you have like 9 CS per minute, but it does 0 damage because you're just focusing on this and not on like the whole game, what is happening on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So it's good that we identify this. This is very big. Okay. Very nice. Then you go. Beautiful. Good. You push. And after you push, okay, this is another mistake. This is a pattern. So, how much gold do you have? 1.5k gold. Okay, good. So, okay, let's go step by step. So right now, what should you be doing right now?
I feel like just finish shoving and then back.
True. But, okay, so you're doing it. But here, they wanted to do Drake. Well, and you stayed, I agree with you. So then my question is, how do you know that you should actually stay with your team and like follow them? And when do you know you can ignore them?
Well, I know I can ignore them now because one, their jungler is just respawning. Two,
True.
their mid laner is dead, and we have numbers on them, so they can't come contest, so they don't really need me.
True. And with that thought process, you're also thinking about like TP advantage, like maybe some games they're gonna have the portal right here, Yorick coming.
Well, I'm thinking Sion is pushed, so the chance of Yorick TPing I feel like is low as well.
True. So do you think we can like take care of like not take care but like be cognizant of these things in game? Because it might be very hard to like think about all of these things in game.
I probably didn't think about all of that.
Yes,
It's easy to think about it now that I'm reviewing it.
But it's in hindsight. Yes.
Yeah, in game, there's no way I was thinking about all of that.
Perfect. So the playstyle that you can adopt, then it's like you can either follow them or just ignore them every time. But like none of these playstyle are good. So if you just leave and you recall because you have a lot of gold and they start it and there is a chance that they die, it's bad. But at the same time, if they can do it without you, you shouldn't be there. So you want to find a balance between like them both. So the balance is going to be like this. Now, there is the number advantage and everything, and that's good. But if Graves is going to look to use E, he's going to have the home guards in the base because he just died and he just E's over the wall, takes the plant. He might actually steal it right now. So we need to always keep in mind that if we don't help our teammates, something big can happen. So usually what I do, if I'm not sure, I'm like, hey, I'm Twitch and my team wants to do Drake. I have a huge amount of gold and I have pretty low HP. So that's the disadvantage. So I want to consider recalling. But they do want to do Drake. So if they had started the Drake by the time that before I recall, if they started the Drake before I recall, I always consider going there. But if they didn't start the Drake before I recall, like now, I know that if they want to start the recall, if they want to start the Drake, if I recall right now, I'll be right here when they actually start the Drake. So you'll be in time. I agree with you. If they start the Drake and you're recalling, you're inting. Because they started the Drake, they committed for it, you have to hover. But in this specific case, you can adopt the playstyle, ignore the team, because they like, it will take like Fiddlesticks to be like, what, take this. I mean, they are probably gonna still stay here like for 4 seconds or something. Then they're gonna go into the Drake. You have a lot of time. So that's the rule of thumb. Yeah. In general, don't be scared. If you're super low HP or you have a huge amount of gold, you should just ignore them. You can consider ignoring them. But if they started the Drake or if they started the objective and you have enough mana, less resources to follow, you should usually consider hovering them. In this specific situation, I think you should just instantly recall. And we're gonna see why this is a big pattern, because you followed. And this would be a big pattern in terms of macro, because as you can see, it takes a while until you like start it. And then now, yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of tempo because if Vayne is good, she knows, because you know that when you take Drake, you can see the assist there. Twitch assisted the Drake, which means Vayne knows that you assisted the Drake, which Vayne knows that you recall after, of course, because you're not gonna stay with 2k gold, which Vayne can take the decision of just pushing. Theoretically, if she's a good player. Good, so this is why this is a mistake. But there is another mistake from the second aspect, and this is the elephant that is holding you back, and I'm going to show you in the mid game. This is all connected. Challenger players, when they play League of Legends, they want to make a play, a big play, like getting a kill, winning a team fight, and then they want to base. They want to make another play, they want to base after. It's play, base, play, base, play, base, as in they want to spend the goal. Some players, of course, if you make a play and another play is like right here, really close to you, and you consider making a play, you can make one play and then another play and then base, or something very insane situations. You make 3 plays and then you base. But the rule of thumb is one play, you have like 1k gold, 1.5k gold, recall. One play, 1k gold, 1.5k gold, recall. Let's see how you play this one. Let's see if we respect this rule. So this is the reckless rule. It's the rule that says that after one big play, you should consider recalling. So let's see what you're gonna do. Let's recap. You stay in the lane, you push this. Good. You stay in the lane. They are chunked. This is not a big play because you didn't get anything. You didn't get any kills and you have 800 gold. You stay here. Very, very good. Perfect. We talked about this. You don't get any kill here. No problem. You got a kill here, good, so this is a play. So all what you should be thinking about right now is to recall. But obviously, as we said, that doesn't mean you always recall after one play, because Zed is fighting with the Viego here. You're not just gonna ignore. I mean, you have low HP, so you can just throw a W, I wouldn't do more. But recalling rule, you can, let's say, break the rule sometimes. Like in this specific case, the fight is very close to you, you can drop a W and you can play from there. So now you shouldn't be thinking about recalling. Let's see after Viego dies. Like after Viego dies, now you should already think about, there is nothing close to me on the map. I made one play. Am I forced to make another play? Am I forced to stay? Am I forced to like follow my team? And some would say, if they started the Drake and they're right here, the answer is, yeah, of course, we can hover because they started the Drake. But in this specific case, you see this, how this is connected? Like with the rule that I said, that if they don't start the Drake, you shouldn't follow. Like this, you basically break 2 bad rules here. The rule of recall timings and also the rule of teammates. So this is going to hold you back, because the reason why you're stuck here, I think, Alan, is because you're not doing damage in team fights and you're not at the right fight, at the right time, in the right fight. And this is the reason why you're not, because we don't choose the moments when we should follow and the moments when we should recall. So these are 2 reasons why, because the problem theoretically, it can be, you can say, okay, I don't do enough damage. Yeah, but it's not exactly that. It's like more about the recalls that you're choosing before the fight, or when you choose to fight with them. This is the reason why you can't convert wins into the lane into wins into the late game, because you're not at the right time at the right fight. You're like just a bit late to the party, but I mean, in late, 5 seconds later can mean GG, you know. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how this is connected also with everything that we do in the mid game as well. This is repeating itself. Most of the mistakes are repeating itself with the recall timing. So we make a big play, but now we just stay because we're healthier than the Vayne. This is good. Try to walk up aggressively here. You have Fiddlesticks around you. Is he doing Drake? No, okay. He's just invading, so you're just pushing because his Fiddlesticks is invading. This is very, very nice. You take the tower. Beautiful. So I said the mistakes are going to repeat themselves. So let's actually see the reckless one play at a time rule. So what did you do? Let's recap. You go in the lane, you try to ulti, we kill Iwana. After we kill Iwana, we push a wave. Now, we should obviously push, we don't need to consider recalling because you only have 800 gold. So far it's so good. You push, this is beautiful. And then you push, and then you get the tower right here. Beautiful right here. You make a small play here as well. And then after we get the tower right now, we have 1.6k gold. So what should you be thinking right now about? Exactly. Exactly.
I need to back.
Exactly. Of course, if you want to back and you're looking at the Drake and he started it, same rule. You can hover. If you're looking on mid lane and they are like, someone is like really low or the tower is really low and it's reliable. But when I say reliable, I mean 80% guaranteed that you will do something. You can consider fighting with 1.6k gold. Like the rule doesn't say always recall with 1.6k. No, if the Graves is like 1 HP here and the tower is 1 HP, you can look to move, hover, and if the tower is gone, you press B. Or if they start a Drake right now, you can hover, take the Drake and recall. But in this specific situation, they are not on the Drake, and I want to ask you, is this fight reliable enough to justify you not recalling in this specific situation?
No.
No, because the Graves is full HP and the tower is very healthy. So in this specific case, let's see what you're gonna do. So as you can see, this is repeating, and this is not the last time. We're gonna see that this goes from worse to worse. This is repeating himself, the mistakes right here. And we got a kill, but this is gonna be like now you're gonna recall, and very, very, very funny enough right now. Again, as you can see, you got rewarded by this, but with this playstyle, you're gonna have win, like 10 wins, and then you're gonna be like Emerald 4, Emerald 3, and then Platinum 4, and then up again, up again.
Yeah, that's what's happening to my match history right now.
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
I keep going on winning streaks and then losing streaks and winning streaks.
League of Legends, you will, anyways, you will lose. But there is a difference if you get from, let's say, you're Emerald 4 and you get to Emerald 2. And there is a difference if you're Emerald 4 and the next day you're Gold 1.
Yeah.
This is normal in League of Legends because you go up and down. But if it's abrupt, like one day you're like Master Tier, the next day you're Platinum 1, that's not abrupt. You're like just coin flipping games. And this was like a coin flip as you saw. And it worked, but this is only going to work in some games. That's the problem. That's the big problem right here. So you pushed here. Zed is going side lane, this is correct, and then you're going to be in the fight. Again, in this specific situation, since no one was there, you can't move faster than this. You pushed, and after you push, you went. So in this specific case, you are late at the party, but it's not something that you can do better here, unless as you're pushing, they were already fighting, in which case you should leave the wave. In this case, it wasn't the case. So in this case, you played it good. Okay, let's take a look at this. What happened here? Because I feel like our E is 1 auto attack, 2 auto attack. Yeah, I would personally just E him just to like make him super low. Because he's gonna like try to smite, he's gonna look to heal a little bit, so he might be able to stay. So I would anyways just try to keep the E. But again, this is not a big pattern. Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't be able to do this, you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, because he would die in one auto.
Yes, he wouldn't be so crazy. And look at the Janna. Like any auto attack from you, wow, no way. This is insane.
Yeah,
this is actually,
that was sad.
Wow.
That was sad.
Yeah,
there was no reason for me to lose that except me greeting my E.
Yes. Let's see how much HP. 87. Wow, 51.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he would have, there's no way he would have been able to.
Yes. Okay, see. Okay, and you can say, okay, but I played so good this game. I was 5-1. And you see how many mistakes, and it's only the first 16 minutes. So we have more here. So, good. So, do you know how much gold you need for... I think you go Hurricane here, or what do you go?
Yeah, I'm going Hurricane, so I only need 1,000, I think.
1,000, so that's what you will play for. So you have 670. Let's see what you're going to do. So theoretically, you should play for that. You should push here. That's good. And then here, unfortunately, I don't know if you move towards Fiddle 6 because it's also bugged on the minimap. But right here, what should you be doing?
I'm going to Dragon.
Yes, there is no reason to go. But were you thinking about top wave maybe?
Maybe. I honestly have no idea. I can't remember.
Yes. Because this would be very, very bad if you think about the top wave. Because if you think about it, I mean, you can get top wave and maybe you can even get a tower. But if you lose the Drake, I mean, if you do the math, it's not bad. But it's not like you're gonna lose the Drake. You're gonna lose the Drake, and your teammates from NA, they're gonna try to suicide for the Drake, and they're gonna all die, and then you lose 4 people and the Drake, and you get the top tower. It's like, oof.
Not worth.
Yeah, outplay. That's why here you should just try to like hover the jungle. You see, these patterns with like you playing away of your teammates, they're gonna hold you back. At least here you went back there.
My mind.
Yes, okay. This is fine. Okay, at least you did that. It's not the end of the world. And then here we lose the mid wave or the mid prio. No problem. Your positioning is very, very good here. And then you hover your teammates. This is good. Your positioning is very nice. You don't have an approach angle here. This is unlucky. You couldn't do much. Okay.
My Fiddlesticks kind of killed himself, and then yeah.
Okay, you hover your teammates mid lane because they wanted to push. You push the wave. You stay on the left angle. You recall. Perfect. You get the hurricane. You take this camp. After you take this camp, you go to mid lane to catch the wave. And after you catch the wave, you should either play with the Fiddlesticks here that, again, wait. Okay, this one is in his jungle, so we can't really play with him. So we should play either on top lane or on bot lane. But since Cyan is just Cyan, he just split push, it's better to just go towards top lane. So let's see. If you now, after pushing the wave, you're going to hover top, or before pushing the wave, you're going to hover top, this is good. But from what I know about you, Alan, so far, instead of trying to hover towards top lane, you have nothing to do now, but you're going to click here, the neutral, neutral. Let's see. You see this? Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I think maybe for cannon wave I go.
Maybe for cannon wave. This is not bad that you stay for the cannon wave, but it still didn't look. It should have been more like, okay, I want to look top, and then here you want to stop. Nope, a cannon wave. Yeah, but you should have moved towards here, not like do this again. And so as you can see, the pattern are repeating themselves. Let's see what you're gonna do here. You stay mid, you push. This is good. Same thing here. Look, you push this wave, and then here. You should just move towards, I wouldn't move towards Yorick though, because Cyan is dead. I would move towards top lane because Fiddlesticks is there, he's trying to make a play. And of course I wouldn't leave too much because the tower is low, so I'd probably just turn back anyways. But just to like hover, to like, in case he's gonna go towards the jungle and he can get a kill before he loses the tower mid lane, you can do that, and then you can go back to mid lane. So it would be good to like have this hovering playstyle. Yes, so let's see how much gold we have, 1.2k gold. So let's see what we're gonna do right now. So you're gonna hover your teammates, very good ult, beautifully. You push mid lane right now, you just kill them. You push this wave, and theoretically after you push this wave, what should you be thinking about right now?
I think I should back.
True. So how much gold do you have right now? 2k gold. So let's recap right now. So you come from base. Yes, okay, so here you came from base, you go to mid, you have 900 gold, and after this you just hover Janna is low-key fighting. Again, as you're pushing the wave, if Janna is in the fight, as you're pushing the wave right now, if Janna gets into the fight, you can look to hover here. Like you can look to like give up the wave and just hover for like just 1 second, 1.5 seconds, because if Graves flashes on her right now, she dies, but at least you get a kill. So it's very important to hover. Because you see that you just ignored her, and this kind of ignore playstyle, you're gonna have this performance, exactly like this performance that you have right here. You're gonna press tab, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm so good, I have so high farm, but then you're gonna be like, okay, but let's check the damage. Okay, I did basically the damage of a 0-6 Hecarim that is full clear and placed against the hardest matchup for Hecarim, Kindred. I did the same damage with him. You see this? It's because you're like ignoring too much the teammates.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
Yes. Yeah, so maybe you have PTSD. Like I think, like usually this kind of players, they in their past life, they followed calls like this and they died, and now they have PTSD. They're like, okay, I'm never gonna follow my team, which. You know, I'm not saying follow your team or not following your team, but it's just you have to hover them a little bit more. And in the very bad fights, you can just ignore. But either ignoring the fight all of the times, or accepting the fight and hovering all of the time, none of this place is good. You have to think about what is better in the specific situation. So here, to recap, we have 1.1k gold and you stay. This is good. You can still stay because Janna was in the fight. You get a kill, and after this, even now, I like that you push this because they died, 2 people are dying, so you just try to push the wave. But now with 2.2k gold, the worst thing that you can do is I mean, even doing red is the worst because you have so much gold. I mean, I would only stay if, let's say, I need 100, maybe 200 gold for Infinity Edge or something. But now, look at this. Should have recalled a while ago, and now you recall now. Yeah, you recall now. But then if you recall now here, Zed could fight, Janna could fight, and then if you think about it, you're like, okay, but I overextended because I wanted to get an item. Which item? Because you just leave base with 500 gold. So it's not bad that you overextended there. It's bad that you overextended without having a significant power spike by overextending. Because if you had Infinity Edge in like 200 gold, I would say, sure, you can stay. But you had Infinity Edge in 600 gold, which means you should have stayed for a long period of time, which means you're not going to be able to fight for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So this is like now, they're just going to, they could have just fought. So I think this is why you're going to lose a lot of games. Because we're not paying. And now you see this, like they have pressure for the Nash, and this is all because of us. Because if you want to get pressure of Nash, we need to get vision. But look at Vayne. Vayne was on the map. You weren't on the map. So if Vayne is here, Ligwana can walk up and they can get vision. Look, they got Prio. Look at this. Oh, Vayne even sweepers this area. I can't believe this. Wow, this is insane. Look at the Vayne. Just because she stayed and she has better recalls, she was able to give the opportunity to her team to get vision for the Nasher, and then now Nash is 5k. And if you lose this Nash, yeah. So now game is a lot harder. So before the Nash, we're 1k ahead in gold. After the Nash, we're basically behind 500 gold. And I think we're gonna also lose this fight. Let's see. If you lose this fight, we definitely lost the game here, or at least they bought 5-6 minutes of the game. Then we use Flash, and you see it worked, but Yorick still has the better Nasher. And when you play Sion against Yorick with Nash, you really want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
So it's very... Okay, and here, exactly the same mistake. Over and over again. Let's see. So here, beautiful fight right here. Let's see. Let's see. You fight. Beautiful. So for the Infinity Edge, how much gold do you need?
600.
Think more. One more time.
Oh, I think 1200.
Perfect. Around 1225 gold. Perfect. So now you could say that I could recall. Well, but you just killed them all. So if pushing mid lane is not bad here. So this is good. Now you should be like, what should I be doing? Well, checking for the red. I mean, everyone is dead, so it's fine. But even better it would be to push the mid wave. Because right now, you just kill them. And you can just push the mid lane because they're just all dead. And then Yorick is here. You take the red buff, but there is no reason to take the red buff right now. Because you have the item in base, and the Drake is up in like 5 seconds.
Right, so I should have just backed,
yes,
got my Infinity Edge, and been there for the
exactly.
dragon.
So the fact that you push mid lane is not bad, because if Yorick was ending, you could have just get the mid tower and recall after. But since Yorick was very good and he just stayed mid lane, you can just back like right now, or maybe just go into the brush and the recall. But look what you're doing right now. You're taking red, but then after taking red, you have to stay mid because you're gonna lose the tower. But because of the fact that you have to stay mid lane, you can't recall. And then you stay there. Okay, now you have 2.3k gold. So you stay overextended and you have to pay 3k gold. But now the most important fight of the game is here, because if you win this and you're backing, see, this is why you're not doing damage. This is why you don't know how to convert wins into victories in the later stages, because you're just not with the team and we just recall at the wrong times. And you see this is repeating itself 3 to 4 to 5 times. So it's a matter of recall timings in the later stages, basically.
Yeah, so it's like on the score I look good and I look like I'm like being productive, but I'm really not doing anything at all for my team. Yes.
Exactly. And you are a very, very patient player, and this is gonna bring you only positives in the long run with Twitch. It's just sometimes you're like not doing anything. We just have to work on that. It's recall timings, and there is one more pattern that you have with ignoring your teammates. We're gonna see, I think it's in the later stages, because this game shouldn't even theoretically shouldn't even be here. Like Yorick, it's hard to play against Yorick, but if you win the fight in the mid lane, he can't do much. And then Graves, when you play Twitch Janna, it's like pretty free win. And then Viego should be useless, Vayne is useless, and then Leona is useless. Like this game should have been easily won, as you can see. But we just gave them we gave them a lot of time because we weren't with the team. So let's see. So I don't know what's the time. Okay, so perfect. So what if we play? We can do 2 hours right now. We can do a live game right now, and I can help you to fix these things.
Sure.
Perfect. Perfect. That would be amazing. Perfect.
Okay. Let's see. Is it better to share my screen or to share the application?
I think share the screen is better because I can also see your clicks.
Okay. Oh yeah, true.
Since you're AD carry main, it's useful.
For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time auto-piloting and not learning anything, if you run into a circle for a long time, if you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach, or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks, or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.